Today is April the 1st, and it is 5:15 in the afternoon. It's about 23 degrees, but somehow it seems cooler. I'm out late today for my little walk and talk. Hasn't been a normal day. Probably because it wasn't a normal night. I was up fairly late last night. I had a 10 o'clock telephone call with my banker. It's tax time, and we needed to do some stuff. It's mostly administration stuff on her part, but kind of a yearly check-in. Took about an hour, so it put me past my regular bedtime, which means I didn't get up at my regular wake-up time, only because I didn't wear my watch. I have a watch. This is my third one that vibrates on my wrist to wake me up. It's an excellent way to wake up. Don't like alarms, but a little bit of vibrating on my wrist, you wake up more naturally that way. And I didn't want to bring it up with her because I didn't want to stay on the phone as long even as I did. But I think all of my investments are probably down because the stock market's been crappy ever since Donald Trump decided that tariffs were a good way to go. They're not. Everybody says they're not, so I don't know. He's a comic genius, that guy. Comic genius. At least he's half of that. He's a comic. But nothing I can do about that, so I'm not gonna bother talking about it too much. It looks like a nice sunset. I should have gone that way. Oh well. I love hanging out down by the water. I come down here probably 4 or 5 times a week. I'd say 5 times a week. Maybe 6. I spent the day editing videos. I was out on Monday, and I was out on Friday. Out of those 2 outings, I managed to get 4 videos. So a month worth of videos in 2 outings, which is pretty good. So it takes about 5 days to make 2 weeks worth of videos. 1 day to film, 2 days to edit, and 2 days to transcribe and finish the videos. It's a very labor-intensive thing to do, make videos, but I still enjoy doing it. If I didn't have to transcribe and then translate the videos, I'd probably like them a lot more. That's why I like doing these walking around videos like this, because I don't do any of that. These videos never hit the editing suite. These videos go straight from the camera through my phone into YouTube. That's pretty cool. Here comes a train. I didn't know the train came way up here. This is how we make videos. We see the opportunity and we take it, just like that. And he's just moving this train over there. That was that. I usually don't go this way. I think I can get through. Well, I know I can get through. It's a roundabout way. Okay, so what was I talking about? Or what did I want to talk about today is a better question. I had a comment on my Bob's Utopia asking me why I didn't like talking to other foreigners. And it's true, or at least it was true. When I first arrive in Taiwan every year, I really want to just become part of the Taiwanese culture. So I avoid all foreigners. There are Western restaurants for hamburgers and for pizza, and Western bars for beer and, I don't know, nachos. I've never been to any of them. I do have a soft spot for hamburgers. Every once in a while, every 6 weeks or so, I really need to have a hamburger. But even then, I don't go to Western places. I find other places that have hamburgers, and I've had some good ones. But when I, after I've been in Taiwan for a while, I start to miss the camaraderie of talking to other foreigners. So now when I'm out and about and I get my opportunity, I say good morning or good afternoon. And sometimes, but not often, it'll lead to a short conversation. And even less often than that, it'll lead to a friendship. I don't expect it to happen. It can happen and it does happen, but it doesn't normally happen. I said good morning to a guy earlier this week. We had a short conversation and he asked me for my Instagram. So I gave it to him. So we follow each other now on Instagram. This is a nice park. I've never been back here. Or I should say I haven't been back here for a long, long time. Said good morning, or said good day to a guy on Sunday. I don't know if he even spoke English because all he did was grunt at me in response. We always assume. We often assume when we see foreigners that they speak English, but sometimes they don't. So, you go through these different changes when you live abroad. Some are good, some are bad. Eventually you just kind of find your place in your new environment. I was thinking this morning, if I had one wish, I'd go back in, I'd wish to go back in time. Go back in time knowing what I know now and relive the last 62 years. Can you imagine that? Being born a baby, knowing what you know now, you'd be so far ahead of everybody else the whole way through. That'd be a good wish. Careful what you wish for, is what they say. All right, what else? All right, last thing. It's March. It's April. It's April now. And I have been retired for 1 year. And I don't miss working one iota. Don't miss it a bit. There's nothing I miss about it. And I was talking to someone earlier today, and I mentioned that when I was working as a real estate agent for the first, for 10 years, not the first 10 years. I struggled for a few years, but then for about 10 years, I generated much of my income by writing in a real estate blog. And that was probably the most rewarding thing ever, because I got to be creative, I got to be myself, and it led to revenue and income. And that was really, really gratifying. And then, about 5 years ago, it just, as quickly as it started, it stopped. And nobody wanted to read, real estate blogs anymore. So, it made it easy to retire. Okay, so that's my little walkabout today. Late in the day, different place, different time, same Bob. See you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. See you tomorrow.